my channel. Today we're doing a complexion routine, foundation routine, whatever routine video. Basically everything up to the point where I start doing my eyes. So everything that goes on the larger open spaces of my face. Why do I say weird stuff? I don't know. Also, I'm starting a new segment on my channel. Every video, if I can remember, I'm gonna do in the beginning a section that I'm going to call irrelevant icebreakers, which is basically because I want to feel like I know you guys better. Like, it's funny because even people in my own life, in like my real life who watch my videos, like they know things about me that I don't expect them to know just because they watch my videos. And so like I feel like you guys know me a whole lot better than I know you, and I wish that it was more of a two-way thing. So I'm gonna have like an icebreaker, but it's not necessarily going to be makeup related, so hence the name Irrelevant Icebreaker. So today's Irrelevant Icebreaker is going to be a question, which is, if money was no object and you basically were going to set about planning a vacation, who would you take with you and where would you go? Like anywhere in the world, anywhere in the universe, doesn't matter. For me, it would be Disneyland, California. I would take my husband and my kids and my parents and siblings. To me, like I come from a very Disney family, and so if I had money to spend on vacation, I'm going to Disney. So yeah, that's mine. What would you guys do? Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear them and I guess read them. Anyway, so if you'd like to see what I'm currently putting on my face, then just keep watching. Okay, so I brought this brow pencil that's by Chella, and it was from BoxyCharm a few months ago, and it's like my perfect color. And I've been using it a little bit lately just because it's so much more like convenient than the dip brow, which I usually use, and you can just throw it in your purse and carry it with you or whatever. Over the weekend, we were just kind of like go, because we had Mother's Day and we have to like go from place to place with different families and stuff like that, so it's a little crazy. So I bring this in the car, and while Taylor is driving, not me, while Taylor is driving, I'll do my brows. And it's like a little sketchy because like doing your brows in the car is always sketchy, but it's so much more forgiving than the dip brow. So like when you're in a hurry or on the go or whatever, this is a super, super good thing to have. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in my brows with this guy. I usually do my brows during my foundation routine or my complexion routine or whatever, just because then I'm just kind of ready to go for eyes, and you know what I mean? It just feels better when the brows are just done. Plus, I want to be on camera with my brows naked as little time as possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll be back. Okay, brows are done. I feel so much better. I feel like myself now. Okay, so for my skincare, I usually use, well, there's a few different things I use, but sometimes I use the Hydrating Face Cream by Bobbi Brown, and this stuff is awesome and I love it. Bobbi Brown skincare is amazing, and I've said that before, so I will not, you know, bore you. But it's really good stuff. It's like a rich cream, but it's not greasy at all. When I don't mind being greasy, I'll use the, what is it called? The Josie Maran Argan Infinity, what is it? Argan Infinity Intensive Creamy Oil, something like that. It's really greasy, but it's amazing for hydrating, and if you let it soak in enough, you can use it before makeup. So that stuff is really, really good, and I will use that just depending on, you know, my skin's mood, but this is fine for just like every day, like a normal day. And then I have the eye cream that goes with it. It's the Bobbi Brown Hydrating Eye Cream. That's what I've been using lately. This eye cream's really good too. It's really, really hydrating, and the same thing, like not greasy, so that's always really nice. And then priming with my Nivea Men's Sensitive Post Shave Balm, and just kind of sticking that all over. If you watch a lot of my tutorials, this is basically, you know, this is not anything new. The only thing with doing brows first is that you have to like really kind of like tiptoe around them to make sure you don't disturb the brows. And around this point in my makeup routine is usually when I will hydrate my lips as well. So this is the Pure Lease Daily Lip Nourisher with Mango and Shea Butter from BoxyCharm. BoxyCharm has really filled out my makeup routine. I'm using so many things from BoxyCharm. This is a really nice moisturizer for your lips. It's not as like thick and intense as my Dior Creme de Rose, but it's just a different animal, you know? And using my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation in shade 115. And I get a lot of questions about this foundation as to like what's better, the stick or the liquid, and why do I use the liquid versus the stick. I like them both a lot, honestly, I really do. I like the stick for using on other people though, for some reason. I think it's just, I mean, the formula is the same. I think it's just, I don't know, just what I'm used to doing. Like, I like to use the liquid on other people also, but in my kit, like I said in a previous video, I've been using the stick and it's been working so well. It's so convenient. The coverage is amazing. And I just find it easier to use the stick on other people than myself, which is completely unfounded. And one of my best friends uses the stick on herself every day. And so, you know, it's just kind of personal preference and what you're used to, but I would say you really can't go wrong. Like, it's not like, oh, the stick takes like a lot of practice to get the hang of. That's not the case at all. It's just, we're not used to having stick formulas that are really, really good and perform really well in the market. So, I think that's why a lot of people are like, I don't get this stick thing, like what's going on? But it's amazing. It's really, 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 really good. I feel like one thing that my friend pointed out too is that with the liquid, you can't always get everything out of it because, you know, the pump doesn't reach all the way down and there's always stuff on the sides. But with the stick, you can always scrape it out and dig it out and get everything out of there. So that's kind of another like upside. But as far as like usability and performance, they're the same. And yes, I do work for Makeup Forever, but they do not pay me to talk about or use anything on my channel. In fact, they don't even know that I have a channel as far as I know. So yeah, it's just completely my honest opinion. If you're new to my channel or if you don't really like, I don't know me that well, I am like obsessive about, I just have to tell the truth. Like I can't, it's one reason why I've figured out that like my channel is not like as fast growing as other people's, because like I can't fake a big personality. Like my personality is, you know, it's just real. Like I can't fake anything. I don't want to, and I can't, and no amount of like money or free stuff or anything is going to motivate me to do that, because it does not feel good to me. So, and I'm fine with that. Like I would rather be myself and be like less ridiculous than be someone who I'm not, but who's maybe like super, super exciting and, oh, I want to be that person, and you know, and get really famous and then look back and be like, yeah, but I wasn't myself. Like that would just feel really bad to me. So, that's kind of my thing. So anyway, back to Makeup Forever. That's like, you know, kind of the personality behind what I do. And that's the reason why, like, I feel like I really just want you guys to trust my opinion and the things that I say, because it's important to me to be very, 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 very honest. So yeah. Okay, so that is the foundation. Have you ever seen a paler girl on YouTube? I don't think so. I'm from Seattle where we don't have sun. Okay, so I did not say what I was just using, but it is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade, oh, Classic Ivory. And I'm just applying that underneath my eyes to kind of cancel out any like darkness under my eyes. And then I'm gonna use my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This is NW20, and this is like, I've used this for so long. Like, I just keep coming back to it. But when it's gone, I'm just waiting for it to be gone, because I'm gonna start using the Makeup Forever Under Eye Concealer, the new one, the Ultra HD, on my channel, because that stuff is life-changing and I use it on clients and it's just like, oh, there's something black on me, get off. It's incredible. I mean, it is stupid good. So that is my next thing after I run out of this guy. But I just kind of feel like I'm trying to be a little bit more like minimalist than I've been in the past, and so I'm trying not to just like buy a ton of things when I really don't need them and other stuff is gonna go to waste. So I haven't given myself permission to open those yet, just because I feel like, I don't know, I just don't want to like waste a bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna finish this until it's gone, and then I'm going to start using the stuff. I was just about to show the camera my Laura Mercier powder, and a chunk of plastic fell out of the side of it. See where it's like, see that? Out of the side where the threads are. What? I'm just gonna take that on my damp beauty blender that I used for my foundation and concealer, and I'm just going to set everything with that. Okay, so now I've come to like the powder part of my complexion routine. I used to do just like foundation routine videos, and I think I probably did this stuff in the video, but I just like that this is more focused on complexion, because it's more like everything I do before I start on my eyes. So it's like my foundation, my skincare, but also my powder products like my blush, bronzer, highlight, all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna get started with my bronzer, and what I'm using is the Girlactik bronzer. It is my favorite, well, one of my favorites, but like it is really up there as far as formula goes and colors. For me, because I'm so pale and I'm so like cool toned, it's really hard to find bronzers that work for me, especially for contouring or like just any sort of like shadowing, because it's like they're just all so warm, or they're honestly, gray is better than warm, but they're mostly too orangey, and they're getting a lot better. But this one is matte, it's soft, it's really, really blendable, and it's not too warm. Actually, it's like not warm at all. So it's the perfect shade for me. It's the shade Cabo. I'm gonna grab it right now. They also have other shades though. I have one that's, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a really great formula. I use it on clients because it is actually a little bit too dark for my complexion, but it's still a really good shade as far as like accuracy goes. Like, you really want to have something that works with your skin tone. You can't just slap on any matte bronzer and call it a day, because it's, you know, in different lights it's gonna look really funny and make you look orangey, and just, you know, the point of I don't know, for me anyway, the point of like complexion makeup is to look like you don't necessarily have like tons of makeup on, but that you have a different shape to your face, or like color to your face. You know, you're going for more of the effect rather than like, I want to look like I have a stripe of bronzer right here. So in that interest, I usually kind of soften the edges of my bronzer too, just so that we don't have any muddy spots or harsh lines. And then today for my blush, I'm using this BECCA blush, and it is called Flowerchild, and I love this one. In the pan, it looks like it's a little more sparkly than it actually is. It does have a little bit of like almost shimmer to it, but it doesn't look chunky. So for me, that's kind of what I go for. Okay, and then for my highlight, I'm gonna use the one that I've been using a lot lately, which is MAC Silverdusk. It's like a loose powder, but I'm looking right now on my phone because I've had you guys telling me that you can't find it. So I'm looking online right now, because I know in a lot of stores they don't have it. I did buy mine in a store, so I know that at least it didn't used to be like a pro product or whatever. So I'm just gonna see if it's on the website, because if they don't have it anymore, I'm gonna be devastated. I'm gonna be devastated. My service must be really weird in here because my phone is taking forever to load. Gosh, maybe by the time I'm done highlighting, it'll be done. So I'm just going to take that on my kind of bunny tail brush. This is a Sigma tapered highlighter F35. I'm not like particularly over the moon about Sigma, it's fine, but these are just kind of what I have. Like, I just have Sigma brushes that have been around for a long time. I guess that says good things about their quality. So that's what I'm using right now, and then taking it down my nose. I, for the longest time, hated that people would highlight the tip of their nose, because I'm like, you look greasy. But it doesn't look greasy, actually. I actually kind of like it. It just makes you look like a little bit like more mermaid-y. Finally, jeez, okay. Let's search. Okay, I found it, it's online. So I think a lot of stores just don't have it anymore, and counters, I'm sure, do not have it. But it's called Iridescent Powder, and it's loose. So if you search iridescent powder in the MAC website, you will find it, and it says right now, the only shades are Golden Bronze and Silverdusk. And Silverdusk is the one I have. Golden Bronze looks like it's a little bit, well, it's golden obviously, and it might be like even a little bit deeper. So that would be good for like medium to maybe medium deep skin tones. You can get it on maccosmetics.com. And you just, like I said, you have to search under the iridescent powder. Go order it right now before they do stop making it, because that would be really sad. Okay, so I just went ahead and finished my makeup, my eyes, and my lips and everything. I will list everything down below. But that is it for my complexion routine. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If you've not subscribed already, I would love to have you do so and join the family. I have the best viewers on the internet, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.